Hello and welcome to Module 4. This marks the halfway point of this class. Can you believe it? We'll continue with many of the activities from last week, but add one more mini project called You and Me. Me, or ME, stands for Musical Experience. Over the next few weeks, we'll experientially explore improvisation, composition, the creative performance of others' music, and creative music listening. As this module is titled A Closer Look at Music Improvisation, you guessed it, this week's musical experience project will involve you improvising. If you don't think of yourself as an improviser, don't worry. Everyone can improvise, and we'll walk you through how to get started. In Chapter 5, Sawyer begins to take us through the 8 stages of the creative process. This week, we will learn more about Stage 1, finding creative problems, Stage 2, acquiring background knowledge about an area of creativity, Stage 3, gathering and observing information in our current environment to inform our creativity, and Stage 4, incubation, letting the creative juices simmer a little bit. We'll continue with Stages 5 through 8 in subsequent chapters over the next couple of weeks. Our collaborative read and perusal is a little different than the past few weeks in that it's not a research article, or it is a research article, it's not a pedagogical article. Although, interestingly enough, it is a research article about pedagogy. So if I haven't thoroughly confused you yet, it's a really good article, research article about pedagogy of improvisation. Now, some of you may be unfamiliar with the structure of research articles, so I've included a few annotations throughout the article to help you understand what the purpose behind the different sections of a typical research article are. Finally, choose one of the articles listed about improvisation. There should be something here for everyone, with one article focused on general music, another on choral music, couple on instrumental ensembles, and even one by Chris Azara, this week's special speaker on Thursday evening. Our featured video this week is a TED Talk by Charles Lim, a neuroscientist and amateur musician who has conducted some fascinating research on what happens in the brain when we improvise. There is plenty to do this week. Continue to participate in the Yellow Dig community. Continue your creative musicianship development project. Hopefully you had a good start to that last week and can continue to make further progress here in Module 4. We're going to try some improv by engaging with the You and Me mini project. And last but not least, join us for Chris Azara's presentation and submit a reaction report. Let's look at a couple of these a little more closely. So as I mentioned before, MEs or MEs are creative musical experiences. We will devote one module to experiential exploration of each creative musical experiences. Improvisation, composition, creative performance of others' music, and music listening. This week, the focus is improvisation. Each You and Me is designed for someone just beginning the particular experience. So we aren't expecting any real prior knowledge or skill in these areas. The guide for each of these experiences provides detailed instructions and resources that you can use to facilitate your experience. In the improvisation ME, you will engage in rhythmic improvisation using body percussion and some pitch-based improvisation using the B-flat blues. Again, the guide has detailed instructions, so read it carefully and follow links to other resources. Check with your instructor if you have further questions. Finally, last but not least, our guest speaker series continues this week with Dr. Chris Azara on Thursday evening from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Dr. Azara is a faculty member at the Eastman School of Music. He's a jazz pianist. He's co-author of the elementary instrumental series Jump Right In. And he's also co-author of the Developing Musicianship Through Improvisation book series, which I believe some of you are actually using as part of your creative musicianship development project. Dr. Azara will have a short presentation for us, and then once again, there will be plenty of time for questions and discussion. I'll be sending out an announcement later this week with the Zoom link we'll use for this session. Again, really try to attend the live session. I think those who attended Dr. Webster's session on Saturday will agree that it was very instructive to be there live and to be able to interact with him in person. We will record it and make the link available as soon as possible after Dr. Azara's session is completed, but there's nothing like being there when it's happening live. So once his session is over, or once you've watched the video, if you can't attend this week, again, just like with Dr. Webster, complete a reaction report and submit that in Canvas. Hope you have a great week. Again, please reach out to your instructor or use the Yellow Dig community if you have any questions or concerns.